a tocar. Yo creo que hoy esta llamada para ustedes va a ser
Okay, I think that this call
muy buena.
today for you
Bueno,
is going to be amazing. Well, all the calls are amazing. And
ustedes,
like anything that we teach and
con
show
lo que
you,
tú aprendas, ¿qué es lo que
with what
vamos a
you
hacer?
learn, what are you going to do with this?
Porque si aprendes algo, si te decimos en algo que hacer, no es por gusto, no es
Because if
porque
we
hoy,
tell you
es
to do
porque
something,
sabemos que
it's
hay un
not because of pleasure, it's because we know that there is a result behind it. So if we teach you something and you don't do it, whose problem is it? It's us because we didn't implement those things, right? So we want to do a couple of things today. I don't know if we can reach all of them. Between Jay, my wife, and myself, I'm not going to upload this to the platform yet because I have to do a few adjustments, but we're giving you some scripts for you to be able to learn, practice when you talk to people. And many of them you can have and face. And those are the things that if you do them, I was talking the other day to you, I think it was with you, right? About the cards that I have. These things, when you write them and you use them, they work, right? But you need to practice them, of course. All of this is practice. And when we talk about, well, okay, somebody says to you, that this is a pyramid scheme, for example. I want somebody to write in the chat right now. What do you say to them? What do you say to that person? How do you lead with these objections that you're going to have? No, it's not a pyramid, okay? But why isn't it a pyramid? Because pyramids are illegal? Okay. And what else? What else? People who work with pyramids are just at the top. This is a network. Okay, let's see. As I was saying, there's a few things that we're going to include here, but one of the things that we let people know is that do you truly know what a pyramid scheme is? In your mind, people bring network marketing to a pyramid scheme. Why? There are many other companies which have existed that have done things which are illegal. That is why these network marketing businesses are so looked at by the government. That's why there's so many legislation around it. Why do you think they say you cannot post this on social media? You have to be paying attention to this and that. Not because the company wants to do something to avoid us to earn money. They want us to earn money, but it's very checked by the SEC due to many T people who have done this and made it illegal, and now you can't do it. It doesn't exist. So what do we say to those people? What is your definition of pyramid? And possibly it's going to give you the same thing that this says. It's a company where you put other people underneath you. And okay, I understand why you feel that way. But in a pyramid, who is the only one who wins? The people on top, right? Okay, perfect. So where do you work? Let's say it's, I don't know, in a company, an architect company. You're going to be the owner of the company tomorrow. There's an owner, Their owner has people underneath him that are closer, and that those people have people underneath them with more responsibilities, and those people have people underneath them with more responsibilities that have other people. Do you see this? The owner of Walmart is up here. Nobody's going to reach the level of the Walmart owner. He has 4 or 5 people in that company, and they have 20 people underneath them, and those 20 have another 60 people underneath them. And they go down, 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 down until they reach the employees of the Walmart store. The employees are never going to reach up here in the top of the company. Now, if I have Tatiana, for example, Tatiana comes and I recruit Tatiana, and Tatiana wants to focus and grow. Tatiana can grow on top of the person who recruited her. Now, give me the explanation of the pyramid again. We got out of that objection now. One of the things that you need to know is if you don't practice these things, when somebody comes with that objection and you stay like saying, oh no, I don't know, that person is not going to be confident in enrolling underneath you. But since I am confident and I took time to study and they enrolled with me, that person is going to be successful. Because why wasn't that person successful with you? Because you never dedicated it time to create that confidence. How are you going to do that? Giving time to practice, giving time to training. What else? Another objection. No, it's not approved by the FDA. Okay, I understand you. I understand your concern. But do you know what the FDA actually means? Most of the people don't even know what FDA means. In English, drugs, Food and Drug Administration. Exactly. It only approves foods and medication. This isn't a drug, and it's not a food either. So, how are we going to be in the FDA if we don't qualify? It's not a car, so it's not going to qualify like a car. I can't, well, don't say this to that person, but I'm saying this to you, okay? For you to understand. If it's not something, I can't create it and turn it into something. I know that we live in the world where you think that you can do whatever you want, but no, it is what it is. It's not a drug and it's not a food. So how is the FDA going to approve something that doesn't qualify like so? But the best part is that we follow every every requirement as if it were approved by the FDA. We follow all the FDA requirements. Truthfully, does this work? No, I understand how you feel. If you see in each one of the topics that we talk about, we are always in agreement with the person. I understand how you feel. I had the same reaction when somebody represented me. I also thought, how can a patch do this to me? But how was I going to know if I didn't try it? When they presented you with a iPhone for the first time, when phones didn't have a screen, it was in black and white. Who was going to say to you that it was going to be a computer until somebody invented it? And now everybody has it. Okay, well, this is the same case. Somebody invented something that you or I have never heard about, but the only way that we can see if it works is trying it. What do you have to lose? Absolutely nothing because you have 30 days of your money. In 30 days, money back guaranteed. Okay, objection. We're going to eliminate that objection. It's very costly. I understand. Yes, it is an investment. Now, my question for you is, have you ever started a business before? No. Do you know what the cost of starting a business is? No. Okay, let's do the math. You have to hire an attorney for them to give you a CPA to register your company, the articles, and name everything. What type of business is it? Is it hairdressers? You have to rent a place. How much do you think that will cost? How much do you think it's going to cost to fill it in and to furnish it? Well, you have to invest in marketing to have the business. How much do you think you would spend? Now compare it to $525 to start a business for health. If you're talking about core, we're talking about $3 a day. You're paying $3 a day for your health. How much does it cost to feel better? What is the value of being able to leave your medication, God willing? How much would you pay? How much would you pay for your child to be able to talk again? Because we have testimonies that didn't speak and children that after 15 days were speaking. How much do you think that cost of that value would be? Not 500, not 1,000, not 5,000, not 15,000. There is no number that they wouldn't pay for her daughter or her son to speak. We have to practice and to know how you can do this. You have to know this information. You have to look and say, okay, what are the things that I can see and I can do for me to be able to do this? If I have this information, each time that somebody says something to me, I've already practiced it. It's like the same thing I taught Floor with the Airbnbs. When somebody comes up to you with something, you have the answer. But why? Because you practice it. We practice and we practice and we practice. So each person that says to you, no, this is what I want. XX, I don't know. I have it. I've got it. Okay, now I'm going to read one of the scripts. Doesn't matter what team they're in. They're going to be in Be the Light, Wellness Revolution, UNDX is going to have it too. We all have different places in the platform, so we're all going to have it. And this is where you can enter and practice. So this is what I'm going to read here, which is talking to somebody that you know. How many people are there outside right now who have been in the business for a week? Okay, write it down in the chat, please. For everyone. Diana? Okay, I think you were the only one. 6 days. Okay, welcome, all of you. Welcome. So this is for everyone. The first thing that we're going to do, I know who Flor is. Flor and I have been working together for 6 years, or sorry, 6 months or a year. I don't even know. Working together. Hi, Flora. How are you? How's the family? Is it cold up there in the north? How are things going? We start to do a connection. We start to break the ice. And Flora, one thing, do you still work? Do you still work in this place? Do you still work in, I don't know, Uber? And of course, I'm going to wait for your answer. Flor, what do you love about working in Uber? You can see here that these are not questions that you reply yes or no to. And so Flor is going to start speaking to me. Well, I work on my own. I don't have a boss. If Flor were something working in Uber that you would like to change, would it be? And I listen. What would you change? And after that, you can ask, how much money can you be earning in Uber, Flor? Can you let me know how much would you earn in a week in Uber? And these are things that when they don't ask, when we ask them, we want them in their minds to go there. I don't know if I'm explaining myself well. When I ask Flora those questions about Uber, how much do you earn? How are things going? What are things that you like? What are things that you don't like? Your mind, you're there right now. I don't like picking people, drunk people up, for example. To earn good money, I need to work 7 days a week. All those things are being processed in their heads. And when there's a lot of things that they can ask me, right? Hey, sorry, Flora, how are the kids going? Have they done other things? I'm going back and forward because I want her to ask me, hey, Carlos, and how are things going for you? As I said, this is a script. There are so many scripts that it's impossible for me to design one for each scenario. If you can understand the concept of what it is to talk to someone, you can direct that person to anyone else, to any other place, regardless. But we need to know how to ask those questions. And when Flora says, no, and how are things going for you? Well, I'm super, super happy with what I'm doing, what I'm working on now. Carlos, what are you working on now? Well, I started a stem cell business and we have been changing so many people's lives. And the things that I've seen have been amazing. I found a technology that literally, if I explain it to you, you're not going to believe it. And I pause. I start looking. What does she say? And look, these things that you see here are reactivating my own stem cells constantly every day. I put it on in the morning, I take it off now. As you can see, I'm taking it off. And I feel like a new person. It's changed my life totally. Totally. How much do you know about stem cells, Flor? Have you heard anything about stem cells? Yes, I have. What have you heard about stem cells? Most of the people are going to say, well, no, I know that they're expensive, that they're costly. Or do you know that between 20, 25, and 30 years old, they're going to become dormant, your stem cells? And for the times between 50 and 60, all of them are asleep. And that is why we start having pain and we start having issues in our knees, in our bones, all those things. And for you to be able to have a stem cell treatment, like you said, they are super, super expensive. Did I find this? How did I find this? Because I was searching for treatment too. I had to go to Panama, I had to go to Mexico. And for each injection, they wanted to charge me $15,000. And I had to go every 3 to 6 months. Do you know how many people can purchase a $15,000 injection every 3 months? My pastor's sister, she's a person that does that. She gets the injections. Okay, excellent. Each person that goes, it's $20,000. Each injection, $20,000. And they are horse stem cells. They're good. I'm not going to say that they're not. $20,000 every 3 months. How much did you spend in a year? $80,000. Who has $80,000? I don't have $80,000 for to get 4 injections a year. I'll have a surgery. And those are the things that we need to know. So if I continue with these kinds of things and I continue when we talk about this, you cannot say, oh, yes, but, you know, I have really good patches, but they reactivate your stem cells. Nobody's going to believe you. If somebody spoke to you that way, would you believe anything that they say? Impossible. Impossible. And the only way that you're going to be able to speak to somebody with excitement, with enthusiasm, is when you get know the product and you have the information. If not, what do you have? You don't trust in yourself. You doubt yourself. Now I'm embarrassed because I don't know what to say. No, there's no excuses when there is training 3 times a week live. There's a school with all the information that you need and more. There's a Facebook, there's a YouTube, there's this and that. There is zero excuses. Somebody said, no, because I need to learn the compensation plan. They've been in the company for 3 months. I know that you may have questions, but to not know anything, it's because you didn't put the effort to sit down with a book in front of you and to see what Kyle is saying, or me, or my wife, or Jay in a training and take notes. Oh, but we want to have a successful business. We want to earn money. We want to be the highest part of the company without making an effort in our business. I'm going to tell you something truthfully. If you want to do that, call the company and try to receive your money back because you're going to waste your time. Don't waste your time. You can do other things with that valuable time because that doesn't exist. There is no business that you don't give time to be able to grow. It is impossible. It does not exist. We need to know what to do. Now I'm going to go to another script of another person. And as I was saying, we are going to, here I have a few of them. Let me know how many more I can create, and we're going to upload many to your pages for you to have them. But as I was saying, this is not for you to just read. Oh, because hello, hello. No, you're not going to sell anything that way. This is for you to have a structure, to learn how to do it in your own way. As you can see, I speak in a different way to Jay, to my wife. We're all different. We all give classes differently. There are some people who like me and some people who don't like me, and vice versa, and the other way around. It's okay. We all have different ways of doing things. So when you see and learn this, can you shape this to you? Because if you have the knowledge, okay, I can play around with this, I can play around with that. Like I said, this, say this and that. But if you already have a base, whatever you want to do, you'll do. One of the things that we, this is something that I saw on Saturday. Mike was here on Saturday, and he did a business presentation here in Tulsa. One of the things that I love that he said, that I'm going to repeat it right now, he said, look, what type of person do you want in your business? Please put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Committed, like Mike. Entrepreneurs, responsible, committed. Blue M&Ms, I like blue M&Ms. A strong person, entrepreneurs. You see all that, right? If you haven't seen the chat, I want everybody to look at the chat now. If I am just talking about healing, what the patch is going to do, what it's going to cure you, what kind of person do you think is going to enroll into my business? Exactly. Ill people. Exactly, Ronald. So you're talking to people about, look, this is going to heal you, this is going to be good for you. You have a lot of sick people, and I'm not saying that we're not going to share this with people. This is what I'm talking about. But when you have a group of only people that are searching to be healed, they're not searching to grow a business, right? So how do you expect to grow a business if the people that you're bringing don't want to have a business? I don't want to talk about, hey, look, that's why you don't see this. We don't say, hey, this is going to heal this or that. No, because first, I don't know what's going to do in you, number one. Number two, I don't want people that come with a very closed mind that now I have to work your mind to be able to open it for you. There's a big chance that you're not going to listen to me. You know why you're not going to listen to me? Because it's me against your own mind that you've been working with since 40 years ago. I'm not going to change your mindset because guess what? You have spent 40 years of that life with that same scarcity mentality. It doesn't mean that you're not going to do it. Doesn't mean that there's not going to be that kind of people to change it. Please don't shout at me. Yes, there are many people who are going to do it, but most of them are not going to do it. They won't do it because they're going to go backward to the comfort zone in their life. When you think differently and you take different actions, you need to get out of your comfort zone, and nobody wants to get out of their comfort zone. So who do I want to work with? Here there is a North American person, and this came to my head. This North American, person has a lot of money and is doing a business presentation each Friday. He's not even an SPD in the company, and he is a millionaire. Why is he doing that? Because he has the mind of an entrepreneur. He saw an opportunity. Do you think that person and his wife need to work their minds? No. Who are you trying to attract to the company? What kind of person are you trying to work with? Why? Because if you change, sometimes we look and we want to, yes, I want to reach manager. And again, how can I do this? I'm not saying that you shouldn't, or this person. Yeah, I speak to everyone, but you need to understand who you want to attract. I have been with people that me and my wife had said, nope, 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 I'm not going to do it with that person because I cannot want more for you than what you want for yourself. I can't. I just can't do that. I have an organization of 8,000 people that I need to assist. Now you want me to stop this? Because you don't want to take the time to come to school to see a video? You don't want your business, but I want mine. And those are the things that we need to constantly see. So, if you're going to speak about this in your social media, who do you want to attract? Who do you want to bring forth? When we're talking, we're preparing a story, we're talking this way. Where does my message go to? How can I identify that target? Somebody's asking. It's a filter. I'm not talking about Instagram filters or exactly, Ronald. We're going to get to that right now. So when I'm here, who am I marketing to? I'm going to give you an example. Has anybody seen the picture that my wife uploaded in her social media? I think it was yesterday, of her a little bit not too thin. I never seen her that way. For me, she's always beautiful. What do you think happened there? Who went to that chat? Not the people I wanted. Absolutely none of the people that I was searching for. Yes, you can have retails, you can have some kinds of people. Yes, I'm not saying no, but I'm searching for, I don't want to earn the prize of the person who enrolled more people in Lifeway. I don't want that prize. You know the prize that I want? The one that every Tuesday when they open their check has 65,000 or 75,000. That is the reward that I want. I can give you the price of recruiting more people. I don't want that. Is somebody with me? If I want a prize, I want it to be for $65,000. And I can have a statue of my size in my house if I want it. But I want the money. And how can we do that? Searching for people. There are thousands and thousands of companies out there for network marketing. Search for people and network marketing who work in network marketing. Hey, how's it going in Herbalife? Super well. We're going well. What is it that you prefer from Herbalife? And what do you not like about Herbalife? If there's something that you would like to change of your business right now, what would it be? Would you be open to to listening to something if I could make all that a reality? Yes, I'd be open for that. Okay, give me 15 minutes and I can explain it to you. What happens if you want to see the difference between people that know and people that don't know? Look at Esteban and Juan Carlos. People who have worked in network marketing during 20 years. They come here, they have a team, they have people, they bring systems. We're all learning together. Now we're doing something very powerful between all of us because they have experience. I had to say, hey, give me a chance because I need to sleep because it was meeting after meeting after meeting after meeting, presentation, 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 presentation. That's what you want. People that drive you crazy, asking you for a presentation, presentation, go, 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 go. Obviously, reaching SPD. And they're not famous. The brother is, but not him. But they brought a team, they have contacts. So imagine if my effort goes to those people who are in other companies who are not happy. I spoke to a person not very long ago from Herbalife, and they said that the company has completely changed. After many years, they have to take that decision of changing, and they're going to come here. Why don't we search for those profiles? People who are business owners, people who have tried to, why? Because when you're a business owner, you're not saying that you have to be successful, but if you're a business owner, you know what you have to do. You have to be able to manage problems and difficulties. You need to know that things are not easy because if people enroll into the business, if they don't have the correct mindset, thinking that there's famous people there. I know people that we enrolled with 10,000 followers and they don't have the mindset to use their social media to earn $100,000 a week. But they don't earn not even $100,000 a year at their jobs. Not even that a year. And look at this. Look at this here. Do you see it? Sorry. I want to work with people who want to do it. And those are the people that we need to choose. And many times we spend time there. Because no, I'm not saying that we shouldn't do a follow-up. I'm not saying that, Tatiana, you don't want to do it? Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. But remember, Tatiana, that I heard you in the future. Remember, I was the one that spoke to you. In 3 months, I'm going to reach Tatiana again. You need to have a register of everyone that you have spoken to. What date? What day? What did they say? Because who knows here if in 3 months your life can change very drastically. Drastically, sorry. And now, if something changes in your health, for example, or you're being laid off from work, no? Somebody here asked a very good question. Carlos, when they decide to listen, what do you say in those 15 minutes in the presentation? Okay, that's a perfect question. We're talking about people who want to, who are already in network marketing, okay? The good thing about these kinds of people is that they already have experience in the industry. Were they good or bad at it? I don't know. But they know what a comp plan is. They know what the structure is. They know what they have to do. So I ask them, hey, what are you doing now? You said that the difficulties that you had, Tatiana, was that you had a lot of competition, right? Yes? So what would it be, Tatiana, if you had a business where you didn't have competition? What do you think you could do? Did you see what I'm doing? I'm asking questions. I'm not talking. I want Tatiana to speak to me and to say, because she is going to sell herself. She is going to sell herself. I don't have to do the sale for her. If you ask the correct questions, you're not selling. The only thing you're doing is asking, because the best salesperson that exists are the people that you're talking to. They themselves are going to get close to it if you can ask the correct questions. So I'm going to speak to this person. Hey, how long have you been in Herbalife? What is a compensation plan there? How many products do you need to sell? How is a compensation plan? I want to hear from them because many of those problems that they're going to say to me, I'm going to solve it with this. Why? Because I know that this compensation plan is super easy. We complicate it because we want to, because it's just 5 minutes and you need to understand it. Super easy. The other day they were explaining Herbalife to me, and I know I'm talking about a lot about Herbalife now. But I didn't understand anything of what they were saying. No, because this and that and up and down, and you get out and you go up and this and that. Wow, you lost me. You lost me. So when you speak to this person, leaders number one, leaders number one of other companies are running here. Why do you think that, Tatiana? And that is why I leave those questions for them. Because here we have something that you're never going to have. What is it? Is that I don't have competition. I have a unique product, and nobody can create another product like this. Oh, and the company pays 60% of everything you earn. So if the company this year earns $1 billion, $600,000 are going to you and to me. 60% of the whole company. 60% of everything that the company generates goes to us. Tatiana, with the experience that you have, you can reach the top of the company with us in less than a month. You have two people in your team right now? Yes. Okay, they can reach the top of the company too. And you can do absolutely everything. And I don't know what you do there, but here you don't have to worry about training. You don't have to worry about live calls. You can do it, but we have all that covered for you. And you have to show this opportunity compared to the other opportunity. If you can and you're available for them to see and feel that here they can't continue and here there's the new opportunity for them, perfect. All right, 10 minutes for questions. Lift your hands if you have a question, please. It was fast. Alex, hi, Carlos. I just wrote you a message. There are some people in the company who tell me that the binary compensation plan isn't so good. It's one of the ones that are less paid. But that person is good. She's been in another company. She has that mindset that you're talking about that I love. For me to be able to recruit and say, hey, I'm not going to go just to anybody. I'm going to go with people that want to earn money and want to be entrepreneurs. Sorry, your line was breaking up a bit, but I think I understand what you're talking about. People that say that the binary isn't good and all those things. Exactly. People say that when they haven't had experience. Okay, I understand, Alexandra. Let me know in the next structure that I forgot the name. It's Lynn. I don't remember the name right now. How many points do you receive from your upline? And then I just wait silently because you know what it is? Zero. You know how much money I earn just for my upline because they are just my upline? You can put the number. Because in the binary, everything that my upline produces after I enrolled, so Alexandra enrolled here, and I'm not sure if I'm your upline, sorry, or whoever it is. Here is your upline. Let's say it was me. Everyone after Alexandra enrolling, I'm speaking just like Alexandra, I'm going to receive all that volume for me. What does that mean? Immediate money in things and people that I don't even know. And does your company give you that? And they're going to say no. People talk out of ignorance because they don't know. Okay, so our job is to educate them. But if you don't have the information, how are you going to educate a person? That is why it is so important that part of educating yourself. Because if you're going to talk to someone in the multi-level world, if you don't know how to reply, they're not going to enroll under you. They're not going to enroll with you. So you have to have this information. Nuri, Nuri, you can unmute Nuri. It's okay. I can hear you. What happens is that I enrolled, I think, in July of last year. And truthfully, I haven't been paying much attention to all these classes or anything because I have my other job and so on. And I was just consuming information. Well, welcome. Do I have to do something at the end of the year? Do I have to do any changes at the end of the year? I am so happy that you asked me this because you just reminded me, and this was something that I had to talk about. Thank you so much, Nuri. Thank you. Guys, girls, listen to this, okay? Everyone. If you are here, it is possible that you enrolled after my wife and myself. Jay enrolled today, I enrolled the day after. So it doesn't matter. We're all there. Each year, the company, you have to renew your license, $25. If you don't renew your license, the company is going to take you out. You are going to lose everything, absolutely everything. 1 month before that, they're going to send you emails. 1 month after that, they still give you a chance to pay. If you don't pay, let's say, Nuri, you have 10 people underneath you. You don't pay, and I'm your upline. You leave, and that person becomes my direct downline. You can't go back and say, no, but I they're going to give you 2 months, 1 month before and 1 month after the date. It's your business. If you are not, I can't do anything for you. My wife can't do anything for you. It is the company. They are going to get you out and you're going to be a retail client. Do you want to enroll again? You're going to enroll as a new person, completely new again. So thank you, Nuri, for reminding me. Understood. Thank you very much because I wasn't active, but now I'm becoming active again. So let's give it all we've got, Nuri. Okay, yes, thank you so much. Ronald,
Thank you so much for taking me here today, and greetings to everyone. I have a quick question. What if, okay, in my particular situation, Steve Merritt signed Kim and I up a little over a year ago. Within that year, the upline that we were put underneath did not renew. We don't exactly know the reason, but they did not renew their $25 fee. We went to the next person down, or the next person up, excuse me, and the volume, what about the how do we lose the volume that was with that person that would have come to us?
Ronald, I owe you that answer because I would lie if I said anything. This is my first time doing a renewal tool. So I still don't know. I I think personally, 100% that that volume is going to leave with that same person. That's what I think. It's just an opinion. I'm not sure, but I'll get that answer for you
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I can call
as
corporate.
fast as possible
I
today.
I can call corporate and ask them too, but thank you.
No, on the contrary, thank you. But I also want to know the answer because I want to know this and I want everybody to know
But
because that's an excellent question. And we are all reaching that renewal moment. I think mine is June 28th. So we're all going to start to renew July, August, September. So that's a great question. Thank you, Ronald.
es muy importante.
Hi. Hi, hi. Can you hear me? Yes. Hi. I saw that somebody already asked this in the chat, but I have curiosity now that we're speaking to approach other people who are in another multi-level based on the experience that Jimena had, for example, where if another person in the house participated in a similar company, is it necessary to orient those people with a life wave policy about more than one person in the house? Can we search for that information? Thank you. Yes, a good part about all this, and that is why I don't know if you know this, but I used to be anti multi-level before. And now I'm completely inside. I'm in two, in this one in financial services. So imagine life. And the good part of this company that I love is that they listen to us. They actually listen. Like Jay, since he had that problem, you know what Jay did? He went and spoke to Meredith, who is the president of the company, because they had certain rules, not like pharmacy, but saying that if you reach a certain rank, you can't be in another place or you can't do this or that. And what happens? If I have influencers and I have people, there are many people that I can promote, for example, in my Airbnb course, in my social media. If we do the rules, they are changing absolutely everything because they're listening to us. They're saying, hey, look, these are really Asian policies. If you want to change the industry, how many people in other places or in pharmacy are going to say, hey, your husband can't work the business? Where does that work? Right? But now we have this open. Hey, you don't have any issues here. Okay, and the last question, if there were two people, for example, cousins or sisters that live in the same residency, but they want to work the business separately, can they? Yes. Okay, perfect. Thank you. That was an excellent question, Shannon. Very good question. Guys, now we have the managers meeting. So I have to run because I have the managers meeting right now. So guys, girls, before I leave, if you enrolled someone, I want you to understand this. At the moment that you receive your sleeves, this is a Eon, but X39, if you received your sleeves, go say to those people, okay, if you enroll as core, how many patches do you have? 90. If I grab 90 patches and I divide it between 5 patches per person, it's 18 people that I am patching. Out of those 18 people, at least 4 are going to run back and are going to want more. Look at this, if I have 20 patches, it's 600 patches. If I have premium, and the business mindset is the difference between a scarcity mindset and a business mindset. I have premium, I have 600 patches. If I give 5 patches per person, 120 people, if 10% of those 120 people come back, you have 12 people who enrolled. You recovered your money. You have the 3 months of auto shipment included, and now you have your business. So what I'm going to say is the patches that are reaching your home are not for your personal use. It is for you to build a business with it. You have 30 days to empty. If you have 20 sleeves, you have 30 days to empty yourself. Why do I say 30 days? Because if it doesn't work, hey, give me my money back, please. Right? But obviously, we know that that's not going to be the case. Now, if you receive the patches, is to start a business. You want them for yourself, personal use? Yes, just go on auto shipment. Grow your business. Start to give away patches to patch people, and I can guarantee that you're going to have a business very fast. I'm going late, guys. Bye. God bless you. We love you. Bye. I promise you that I'm going to have all this ready for you very soon. Bye.